Hey, what's up, everybody? So, Thursday, I appreciate the people that are here. I told you this is going to be the best lesson yet, all right? I'm promising you the best lesson. So, I'm going to kick off right into it. The lesson is about probability first. I'm going to go slow to make sure everybody understands. So, here are the assumptions. Let's say I trade at 90%, which I basically do. 9 out of every 10 of my trades are going to be successful. So, let's focus on one day. If I just make one trade and I'm 9 out of 10 times I'm going to be successful, I'm probably going to be a winner. Now, let's say I throw multiple trades, or I do a trade one day, a trade the next day, and follow up. But let's assume that we're trading at 90%, okay? Probability of me doing success on my first trade, 90%. My second trade would be 9 times 9, 81%. My third trade, we now be at 73%. Do you get where I'm going at this? I could be crushing it time in, time out. You could be crushing it. So when you're having a winning streak in 10 days in a row, 8 days in a row, understand probabilities. That's what this lesson's about. Let's continue. Fourth trade. I trade at 90%. I'm now at 65% chance that fourth trade will be successful because my others are. Now, each trade is independent of each other, so it shouldn't matter. But it's like rolling the dice or flipping a coin. Fifth trade, 59%. It's inevitable that you're going to have a bad trade. So let's say you start out with $100, then you're up to $500, then $1,000, $2,000, $2,500. By the time you're at $3,000, you're all in on your sixth trade. When you've messed that trade up, you're back at $200 again. It's all for naught. So understand, you have to pace yourself. You have to guide. Okay, so that's the first lesson. If you like that lesson, which everybody should like that lesson, give a thumbs up. The second lesson I have, we're not there yet. So forget the second lesson yet. I'm going to use the first lesson and let you know how that worked out today, okay? Case in point, my small account, okay? I went from $129 down to $84 up to $1,900, okay? My first trade today, I made a profit on it. I was up to $2,400 on that small one, okay? Up $500. What did I tell you the plan was yesterday? I told you, I'll make $500. I'm going to call it a day for that small account. Now, what happened? I said I was going to be right, and the market was going to be red today, and it was going to go down. So what did I do? I took puts in Roblox, and then I suffered the loss because 11 a.m., it spiked higher. I broke the rules. I averaged down too soon. I didn't give myself enough time for Roblox to go down today or tomorrow or the next day or whatever it is for the tech to throw up on itself and maybe the 10-year to spike or some shit like that. So I exited out. Okay, so that was the first lesson. Next, here we go. This one's about soda. All right, here you go. I love soda. My throat is sore. So I love soda. I can guzzle down like a 2-liter, bottle of soda. I usually do every day. There's so much sugar in there. Not to mention I'm drinking a lot of soda. That's not good for me. But my throat loves it. It's like drinking seltzer. So instead, because I know I'll finish a 2-liter bottle, what I do is I wait all day. I drink water. I'll drink a little seltzer perhaps. And then at night, I will buy 2 cans of soda, put them in my fridge, and at different times during the night, I'll have a Pepsi. Yes, I love Pepsi. It's nice and sweet. All right, point is, I pace myself. Do you understand? I could get a 2-liter bottle and drink the whole effing thing, right? Instead, I'm getting 2 cans of soda. So how does that deal with stocks? What does that have to do with you? All right. Of course it doesn't. I'm just high right now. No, it does. It has to deal with stocks. All right. So here's what you do. You can't enter into every single play. You have to find your best play. You save your can of soda. So you see different things this morning. You're like, oh, I could buy this put or this call or the SPY put or UVXY is going to spike or whatever it is. And they all look so good. They're all like cans of soda, this and that. You can't have them all. You need to save 2 or even 1. I talked to you yesterday and the day before about being a winner, making a winning trade. So there's the lesson right there. With soda, I don't buy the 2-liter. I could buy 5 2-liters, put them all in my fridge. I'll drink soda all the effing time, But that's not the point. I don't want to do that. I want to be picky and choosy. I want to drink the soda when I appreciate it the most. So when you appreciate the trade the most, that's when you're going to enter into it. Okay? I didn't do that with Roblox. I was so goddamn confident after my first score this morning. I returned 52% in like 30 minutes. My trade hit automatically. So I went from that winning mentality, feeling overconfident, and this is what you guys do. So this is the lesson in its own right here. And I blew up that small account from $1,919 is now $809. So what do? I don't give up on trading. I've got $809. I still made something from the $84. I'm still up to $809. It's a long way from $2,400 where I was this morning, but I'm not quitting trading. I'm saying, okay, I made a bad judgment call. I over-levered. I broke the rules. I suffered the pain. I should have lost maybe $200 on the account. It should still be at $1,900, $1,800. It's not. All right, so transparency. Yeah, here it is. Please share this video with somebody. I share you 2 good lessons. I share my transparency, my trades. This is harder to do than it looks. I come on here not every day, but 4 times a week. I used to give these other guys grief, but you know what? It's difficult to shoot videos. It's difficult to talk about stocks every day and must be right like 80, 90% of the time. And when you make trades, I understand. I chose this. I chose to help people, but I'm letting you know it's more difficult. So please share this video with somebody. Give it a thumbs up. Even for the people that give it thumbs down. Okay, just share it with somebody. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? Nothing else. No slides today. So please, let's get to some questions and comments today. Oh, I want to speak about a couple things after hours. I wanted to look at a couple stocks because I mentioned pre-market. I said there were going to be a couple of stocks pre-market that if the NASDAQ is good today or at least this morning, those will be some stocks of interest. And one of them was Affirm, right? And after hours, I didn't know they were coming out with earnings. And after hours, they're up 20%. No, 19.5% after hours. It's crazy. They were up 5% during the day. They were off 2% this morning. So think of it. You could have made 7% because it was one of the stocks I mentioned that I wanted to get into when the Nasdaq's strong. So I got fooled by the market. 2 selling days, I'm like, I'm not going to get into this shit. I'll buy it back at $85 or $88. Well, it was there this morning. It was $88. Now after hours, it's up 19%. So what's that put it at? $109.70. I mean, it's crushing it. We have some lifetime members that have that position. They showed it off. Next, Play, Play. It finished today up almost 2%. It's up 6% after hours. I suspect it'll be up 8% by the morning. Play is Dave & Buster's. I thought they would kill it. They were down 2.5% this morning. It was a Dow play, and I said, you know what? If the market throws up, even if they come out with good earnings, Play is going to get hit hard. And the market still sold off. They came out with good earnings, and it's up. So it was just my mentality. I would rather be safe today. And I told Carlos this. I said I could have made so much money in the market today if I had a bullish outlook on the market, and I just thought for 2 days it was consolidating. And he's like, but the market was red today. I'm like, I know it was red today. I hate being correct and seeing stocks that I thought would go up in a green market just destroyed in a red market. They're crushing it. So, okay, those are 2 stocks. Let's mention my penny stock, which I've mentioned a couple of times before, and it's on the platform. You got it at 9.5 cents. It's currently 14.24 cents. It's up 21% today. So I mentioned yesterday, going into today, you would have been up 33%. So now add another 21%. If you chose that penny stock and you entered it 9.5 cents and it's almost 14.5 cents now, you'd be up over 50%. So my platform's worthwhile. It's $3.49. I haven't mentioned that in a while. If you like the shit I'm providing, hit the like button. I'm going to give you a couple more stocks to talk about because for me, this is going into my weekend because I'm not doing YouTube tomorrow. So here we go. The next holding I have, GSAT, GSAT. I've got shares only. It's down 4% today. I'm exactly even. I bought 30,000 shares. It's kind of a meme stock to me. It's getting a lot of play. I would have done better in BBIG today, but I didn't see the support for BBIG. So I actually see the support for that stock. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a flyer. 30,000 shares, good position. I only bought 20,000. Then it spiked up 10 cents. And I was like, all right, if it comes down, I'm going to buy another 10,000 shares. All right. Then Roblox, they killed it today. 3.4%. I don't get it. Another one pre-market, right? AMBA. I said if it's green in tech, that one's going to crush it. Up 6.31%. So what's so great about that stock? Because I played puts on that stock and made 52% this morning. That stock went up 6%. I made puts and made 52%. So what I'm telling everybody is it doesn't matter your position. If you enter the right way and have an exit strategy, you will profit. Now that stock shot up to 143. I bought my puts. The stock went back to 140. I sold my puts. I didn't care. I put in my price. I bought for 88 cents. I sold for $1.35, right? That's 47 cents on an 88 cent investment. So that's 52%. All right, then I've got Neo here because Neo was supposed to be red today, and yet it turned green. Apple turned red, minus, or it's at 154. Okay, then I was talking about it, and we talked about it, and it threw up on itself yesterday. Okay, SMAR, Smart Sheet. It reported decent earnings according to Gap or whatever principle it was. I read through the lines. It looked like shit. They took the stock down to 70. Today it went up, what? Almost 6%. It's at 75. Then you've got BBig holding its own up almost 6%, right? And then Hippo, which I exited out of, I took my profits at 620. It's up to 686. All right, so those are the stocks I wanted to talk about. Let's get some questions. We'll talk about the stocks you guys wanted to talk about. I'm going to ask you guys again to please, if you like what you're hearing from me, the only compensation I get is other people watching this. So that makes me happy. It's not much to ask, but if you can, take the link, and when it's done, share it with 2 or 3 of your friends. Post it on some community board. Be like, dude, this guy's talking about stocks. He's pretty interesting. Share it on your social media. I've said it before. Now, today's lessons, very important. Those 2 lessons, pretty important. I mean, they all make sense, and even the simplistic person can understand it to the most complex strategies. They can understand the lesson that I was teaching about having to pick and choose the Pepsi situation. Okay, thoughts on Root? I don't know where Root is. I'm going to say it's at $5 and change. ROOT, and it is at 662. Okay, so it's at $6 and change. Let's look at the 1 month. All right, so yeah, I mean, volume's been light. Now, understand Root's become a meme stock. Root's one of the most shorted stocks out. Volume's been good today and yesterday at 31 million. Prior to that, volume's been substantially light, but the chart looks good. So my Root play would be, if you're confident in the market, that the market's going to get stronger and that it's not going to tank until maybe next Wednesday when we get the actual CPI numbers. I thought it was going to be this week. It's actually next week. So yeah, we've got Friday, Monday, Tuesday. You've got 3 days. If the market's strong, this could definitely gain another 60 or 70 cents, which is significant because it'll be another 12%. All right, another question. Thank you, Jen. And please, if you know ladies that like stocks, email the link, share the link. The watching, the breakdown's still like 94% guys, 6% women. I know I'm offensive sometimes, but what the fuck can you do? All right, Charles, 2 profitable days in a row. You're going for 3. So this is great because somebody said yesterday they did 10 days in a row. Somebody else said 5 days in a row. Somebody on my platform said 4 days in a row. Understand, the market's been tough for 3 days in a row. The fact that you are profitable shows you understand it. Need a solid day. Trade kills Riot calls today. I didn't see what happened to Riot. So do you mind if I take your comment and just look at Riot real quick? I like to be updated. I have it on my watch list. I have too many. Okay, so there was inflow after outflow of 7 straight days. So yeah, it went up only 97 cents, but that's 3%. And the fact that it was outflow 7 straight days, you probably bought your calls this morning for super cheap. You probably made like 40, 50%. All right, thank you. Next question, comment, please. Hey, Matt. Yes. UVXY going tomorrow. You bought some puts. Interesting comment. I would say you're probably in luck, except the UVXY spiked at the end of the day, which is the worst time to spike because it may carry over until tomorrow. It's like 50-50. I am going to look at it. Hopefully you bought yourself an extra week. If your expiration is tomorrow, then you understand with 1 day left, you're absorbing a lot of risk. However, if the UVXY goes down tomorrow, which is good for you, it could go down 6 or 7% if the markets are strong. But if a day like today and it's choppy, or if it's red, the UVXY will go up tomorrow or at least be stable where it is, which is no good for your puts expiring tomorrow. So let's look at that. Let's hope that you have an extra week first. Because the only time you don't need an extra week is when you're sure you're going to be correct. Now, off the trade, off the last 5 days, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to go above $23 tomorrow, which means if there's a green inflow day, that means the markets will likely be red tomorrow and their calls will be profitable and the puts will not. However, as you can see, the UVXY was 21.15 today. I mean, it does move a lot. So hopefully you get some futures that are green. You could sell your puts on open, get max value or limit your loss. I think the UVXY will have inflow tomorrow. I think that'll spike. I think the markets will be red. I said the markets are going to be red today. They were. I just got psyched out. I played the wrong freaking thing. Next question. Pisses me off. I should have just stopped for the small account. See? I get it, guys. Small account. I'm used to managing my large account. Now, my large account is good. I swear, it's sitting on the side. I would probably be making money some days. Other days, I'd be getting crushed. So right now, and I base it off my ex-wife's account because I follow it, and she's down 46 grand over the last 2 days just in stock. And I know we have similar stocks. So I say to myself, I'm saving money, which is why I'm so goddamn happy. Can you see the smile? Yeah, it's all the way one side of my face, the other. Ed's been crushing it every day. So what's your day like today, Ed? You had a good day today. So Ed put on the platform. He's crushed it 4 days in a row. Now his platforms, yes, you made like 4,000, 2,000, 3,000. I still don't know why you're not a lifetime member. The shit you would get from lifetime members is ridiculous. Your $14.90 would be even better. I don't know what happened to your question. I guess it was a comment. Thoughts on Asian without an eye puts? I don't know what the company is, so I'm going to look it up. However, I did say some good stuff about some gurus, how hard it is to shoot videos. So kudos to them. However, Jim Cramer, fuck you, man. You're just so stupid. The shit he talks about is so dumb. So that'll never change. Okay. So I owe some people an apology. He owes like 30 million people an apology. Okay. Whew. I don't know. I was all built up. The rain's coming down. It's like a sun shower. Okay. ASAN. First thing I'm doing is looking at a 5-day chart, which is strong. Understand, the market is shaky. So if you have a stock that has a good 5-day chart in this shaky market, because not every stock is up, that's a good stock to have. Yeah, inflow, demand, high. I wouldn't touch puts. In fact, dude, I'd be thinking the opposite. Even in a tough market today, stock was up $5. Let's look at the valuation. Volume was good. They don't have earnings. I don't know the stock. They've got a $15 billion cap. See, the thing is, with companies like that, you say to yourself, if they're worth 15 billion, could they be worth 18 billion? Sure, why not? If they're worth 18 billion and they go up another 20%, that would put the stock at like $118. So no, I wouldn't buy puts on that yet. That one I would still buy calls on if I have to look at it. All right, next one. Hey, you got caught into institutional trap today. Stay away from Walgreens. Okay, so there are a ton of traps. Understand. Right now, I haven't spoken about manipulation in a couple of days. Institutions, for them to make money, they either go into a long position, hold, exit out, secure profit. Or if their position is not that good, they make it look good. How do you do that? You buy, you angle it up, you buy small increments, knowing that you already have puts in place and you're ready to sell off your shares. They are profiting off you, sir. All right, next question. Hey, Matt, thank you for the lesson intro. Truly appreciate it. You have one question. How do we tell the best time to sell a stock? You always miss the high. All right, TJ, always, my man, predictions. So if you had a specific stock, you were like, hey, how do I sell the high at whatever? First off, if you're in stock and you're going to sell it and you're trying to sell it high, you have to have a reason you want to sell. Like you say to yourself, Apple's been on too big a roll. Matt spoke about Apple yesterday. He said more likely it would go down to 150 than 160, although he said in 4 months it'll probably be 180. All right, so you say to yourself, I would sell Apple. You wouldn't sell everything. Again, I thought Roblox was going down today. It went up 3%. So let me just look at Apple, and I'll give you a lesson on that one because that probably had some movement today. Apple one day. Ooh. Okay, oh, that's right. Yeah, your Apple fell a little. Okay, yeah. So if it was something like Apple, I'd be like, you'd sell it market open, but it really depends on the stock. I mean, if you're in Mara or Riot, obviously there are better times of the day. D-Dog still has demand. NET has demand. So again, you're selling your stock if there's no demand. If there's no demand, you want out. Same thing with options. Let's take a stock that's mixed that I've been talking about. Fastly, okay? Fastly, right? I'd say they're terribly managed, yet there was demand for the stock. So FSLY, Fastly, okay? And I only say that because it's been bumpy lately. So Fastly, you see heavy demand since 8/23. And the days that they're selling off Fastly, volume is so light. So you take a stock like FSLY, which is at $45.62, which I sold at $44 and change. So I have no position. But you say if tech is strong, then there is demand for this stock and they will reach $50, which is 10%, which when you're playing with options, if you buy a month out for Fastly, and you know what? It's going to the top of my list because even if tomorrow's a piece of shit day, I'm going to look to get into Fastly. I'll buy a month out. So I'll buy like either October. I think I'll buy October. I'll buy the $50 calls. That way, when it hits 51 prior to that, I'll probably make 100 or 200%. So for the people that are watching right now, thank you, because that is your gift. Everybody wants to know what the alert is tomorrow. It's Fastly. For the 4 people that left, no alert for you, or they were looking for a pen. All right, let's get another question. I've seen Carlos smile twice now, so this is great. All right, you've referred someone on Webull today. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. So we'll talk about Webull real quick. They suck as a platform. They're good as a trading platform. They're terrible monitoring people because I talk about shit and I try and educate people, and they banned me for like a month. They finally let me back, and now they censor me. So if I use specific words like 349 or family, right? Because those are dangerous words. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? 349 or family. I mean, we're talking about a big hoedown. So the whole thing is they banned my shit. So now all I can do is post my position and be like, boom, I probably got to keep it simple. Me like stock go high. And that's it. And I might have said hi and they'd be like, he's talking about drugs. Block that shit. All right, let's get another question up there. Carlos is on the floor. Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked about this because I make predictions about Jivo and some lifetime members were like, dude, I'm making like 37% today. And all I was thinking to myself is, I would sell. And it went down to 30%, and then it finished at 37%. So they're smarter. And I'm like, after hours, I hope they sold and secured profit. I wouldn't see it going up. And then I checked because I was curious, and it was up like 2%, and I was shocked. So let's see, because anytime you get a runner like 37%, I mean, usually there's a sell-off, especially after hours. Man, heavy buying today. Wow, almost $8. And there was a sell-off after. Okay, it's down 3% after hours. That makes sense. It doesn't mean the stock isn't good. Now, remember, this stock was $7, went to $12. Somebody asked me about it, and I said, I remember when the stock was $1. So obviously, if it's up 37% today, it was down in the $5 range. So yeah, I remembered when it was $1 and $2. $5, $7, $8 seems more practical. I thought they were worth $9 at some point. So yes, I think it could go higher based on my gut feeling like 5 months ago when I analyzed their contracts. I used to do that with stocks. I actually took this company, I analyzed their contracts, I analyzed the revenue, I analyzed the expenses, and I said to myself, like 5, 6, maybe it was like a year ago, I was like, the stock was like $1.08, $1.10. I said to myself, this is a $9 stock based on all the information I have. Why isn't it moving? And I sold it at like $1.30, and then it popped to like 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12. And I'm like, to me, it was $1 stock. All right, next question, please. What do I think about the SPY for tomorrow? Oh, Michelle, I wish these were like easy questions. I don't know. Let's look at the SPY today. I mean, I thought the market was going to go down. I got to assume, right? The SPY went down today. Yeah. So, I mean, they were selling today. Now, understand this. If you look at the 1 month chart on the SPY, okay, you look at inflow versus outflow. Even though the SPY was hovering, and I spoke about this for a few days, even though the SPY was hovering, and I said 448 would be yesterday, and it hit 448 today, which is crazy because it was high as 452.57. All right, that's a whole like $4, a whole 1% for the SPY, and there was no major sell-off. So yeah, that's not good for the market. That's why I was telling the guy with the UVXY puts he might be in trouble tomorrow if the SPY goes down. Quick lesson, which I would have to say, I would say the SPY would go down. The market was up today; it sold off. Right? Certain stocks did extremely well, which is tough because you see like a firm. I'd be selling, if you're any of these stocks after hours, like Play or Firm or any of the other stocks I mentioned, and you're getting that spike at market open, I'm taking profit. Take the 100, 200, 300%. I think the SPY is going down tomorrow. I would see the market selling off before the weekend. There's no reason otherwise not to. I mean, it went down today, right? So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's 3 days. We could expect like 10 days. Who knows? All right, next question, please. But it is, remember when it was a stock picker's market? Obviously, if you can spot demand, you can find, the needle in the haystack. I named 4 stocks this morning. I said these stocks could react favorable today. Affirm, right? Then I did Roku, which is 1%, wasn't shit. Let me see what the other stock was. I think I have it right here. And if not, you want to wait on this one anyway, because this is a good stock to have. I've been waiting for it to break out, and I actually think today was kind of the breakout day. So sorry, I have to go and cancel all the questions that were asked and all the stocks I looked up. But this one's going to be worth it. I'm back to root. Okay. Where was it? Where is it? There it is. All right. So the stock was ELYS. Eli's Game Technology. I don't know if it's Chinese. I don't know what it is. I'm just talking about the chart there, and I'm waiting for inflow to pop, man. Volume was 1.1 million. There's going to be volume of 6 or 7 million. This stock looks like it could ride up to $9 or $10, which would be a 40%. So here it is. I was thinking about getting in today. I didn't. It's up 4%. I'm telling everybody that's still here, I appreciate you. And here's the second play. And I'm going to give this out to my members. I'm going to bring it to the top of the chart because you know what? There's no reason to claim I told you so after it goes to $9. After it goes up 30% one day, there's no I told you so. Oh, I mentioned it on YouTube. And they'll be like, fuck YouTube. I'm on your platform. I pay a whole $3.49 to get your alerts every goddamn day. You son of a bitch. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I'm giving everybody out ELYS. All right. That's it. Nice and calm. I'm going to alert the platform. That's all I'm going to tell them. ELYS. I'm looking for at least a 40% move. First time I've ever mentioned this stock. I hope no other gurus are talking about this stock because I like to get there first. I have no position. There are options. If I were going to buy options, I would probably buy leap year options, even though I could definitely see this shit moving soon. I'm excited about this one. All right, thoughts on Val and DraftKings. All right, well, let's check it out, man. Did I get excited there? I did, man. That's crazy. I almost, draft DKNG. Where's that at? I don't even want to guess anymore. I was going to say, yeah, I would have been way off. I think it should be like $59. I'm surprised. All right, so here's the thought on DraftKings real quick. You have the psychology behind trading. Football season starting, college football season starting. There's going to be a lot of wagering. They're going to be talking about the stock a lot. That's a good thing for the stock. That could push the stock up 15, 20%, maybe 25%. The bad thing about the stock, they don't make any fucking money. I mean, what do you want? The company doesn't. Let's look at what the company makes, right? They make negative $3.30 a share. Okay, shit, here you go. Here's my $68. Please give me back $64. Okay, see you in a year. And then what happens when they do an offering in a couple months? So that's the problem with DraftKings. Let's look at Val, okay? Val, VALE. Okay, Val, SA. Yeah, it could be poised for a turnaround. I'd be real careful there. A lot of shares traded hands today. People are obviously looking for the dead cat bounce today. Now, it only went up 7 cents, so obviously people were unloading shares. I think this could be hovering for a while. I would stay away from this one. I think you have more chance with DraftKings, but I wouldn't like either of those. I like something more secure in this market, which either of the 4 stocks I tweeted out this morning. All right, anyway, not tweeted, message out. Let's get another question, Carlos. I know we're getting pushed on time here. This is crazy. Please do your own due diligence. Give me the thumbs up, people. I try my damnedest. No, I'm not leaving soon, so stop leaving. I love you guys. I want you to learn. This is all about efficiency. It's not about my alerts. It's about me teaching you the proper way to enter, exit, have strategy, be correct, secure profit, and then repeat. It's not that complex. You take one step at a time. You enter. Great. You planned ahead. As soon as you buy it for 70 cents, you're like, I'll sell it for 90 cents. I'll make $20. Yes, small piles, right? But that's 30%. You execute the trade, 30%, 30%, 30%. That's $60 on the week. For small accounts, I'm talking. You do that for a year. That's like $5,000. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, first time catching a live stream, but I was learning from my Weebles. Dude, Chris, I'm so excited you're here, bro. Please, if you think you're getting good shit here, like good lessons, share this with your friends, man. I appreciate that. All right, Shang, what are we talking about? MT, materials play. So materials play, what's going on there? Well, we passed this infrastructure bill, but did we pass it? Does the House still need to sign off on it? When are these companies getting money? FCX, AA. I would rather be in a materials play, maybe like AA, like US Steel, because they're going to produce steel. They're going to sell steel. Steel prices will always be high, and they're going to use that shit for years and decades to come. So MT. I learned a lot about steel over the weekend. Yeah, this one's been selling off 5 straight days. It looks to have bottomed, and I say that because it bottomed on like 819. So yeah, you might want to take a first position here. It was as low as 33.31. So yeah, if you got in close to the bottom today, you're up 1% or 40 cents, which is pretty substantial when you enter into an options. So I'm saying if it goes down tomorrow, I would look to enter around $33.40. Okay. You're looking for that decline. You jump in, it pops up 60 cents, and you're up, I don't know, 15 or 20%. All right. Next question, please. Oh, let's look at AA since I just mentioned it. Because I'm just curious what that looks like. Alco. Oh, no. Alco, it looks good, actually. AA looks good. That would be my materials play. That's a good-looking chart. U.S. Steel. Now, that has room to run also. U.S. Steel could easily, around 1% today, it could easily run another 10% in the next couple of days. So I'm shooting this left and right. The people that are watching me, I've given you 3 stock positions already. I'm going to add this one because I don't want to leave my people out again. I'm going to talk about 3 stocks, and that's it. If you missed it, watch this shit again. You're holding an Apple call for next week. You average down or reposition. Dude, I told you yesterday, Apple's going down. So yeah, I think Apple's going to 150 before it goes to 160. Same shit I said yesterday. You must have missed yesterday's YouTube. I would be selling that, sucking up my loss. Now, if you had sold it open today, you would have been down 40%. It would have been like 5%. It's a lot less money. Apple calls are expensive. Yeah, I would sell it before you get too much time into it. Even if you might be right one day next week, if it goes down $1 tomorrow and then up $1 on Monday, you just lost 2 days. The IV will kill that. It'll eat you away, dude. You'll be down another 20%. All right, TG, I had a problem with your account. You spoke to Boris. He was great. Make sure I give him I'm giving Boris thumbs up. Boris is great. You know, one of the first things I did, like 4 days in, I said, Boris is excellent. We should just give him all the money in the world. So it's me and Boris. That's it. Carlos, you're out of here. There's the clock. Oh, Carlos loves me. He's giving me kisses. Thank you, everybody. Please share this video. I'll retweet it. It's up to you to tweet it at people. Just retweeting my video doesn't matter. But if you're like, hey, President, check this out. Hey, Guns N' Roses, check this out. Hey, anybody that gives a shit about stocks or likes money, fucking check this out. See you later. I'm out of here.